Saturday Night Live.
You can tell we were just out in the rain.
Out in the rain, yep.
Out in the rain.
Out in the rain. Did he switch the internet over?
Out in the rain. Yeah. And we're on because I got a notification.
Okay, good. Vina. Dave.
Almost first.
Dave, you're second. Vina was first. At least in
our order.
Our order. William McFadden. Laura. Kitty. I remember the days Kitty used to be first.
You know, Kitty does have a life too. Casey Phillips. That's a new one.
Hey, Casey Phillips.
Hey, Amanda.
Those
Good
days,
to see all these ladies.
Those days seem. Ricky Wallace.
Not Ricky.
I'm not Ricky.
Jay Wallace.
I got Ricky on the brain.
Yes, Jay. Jay.
Hey, Jay, I got your message.
But we were out in the middle of.
We had to run to go get some bee stuff today.
And it turned into
an all-day
ordeal.
affair. Let's try to maybe Skype after this, if that's possible. I'll see if I can help you out.
Then we'll figure something else out.
Yeah. To family, Heather.
Hey, what's up, Naona?
Heather, I answered your comment on our Berkeley water filtration system.
Water filter,
yeah.
And Naona, I sent your oils out today.
Dutch.
I'll see if anybody else shows up.
YouTube royalty is in the house.
Chips for her.
You guys, Keeping It Dutch is here with his viral video. Yep.
I feel blessed.
YouTube royalty in my chat box.
You were just that cool.
I feel so cool.
So cool. You were so awesome.
So cool. Yep. Yup. Boop. Simply 7.
What am I working on? I'm just playing around.
Sweet Tea Junkie. What's going on, brother?
I got some yarn, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this came from Vina.
You're so mistaken.
I'm pretty sure it did.
No, you're mistaken.
Vina, aren't you the one that sent me all some of the yarn that, what?
Dutch is like, haha, whatever. Whatever.
I think it was Vina. She sent me a couple.
Lost Dude D.
Hey, D.
So, did you guys see Wholesome Brooklyn Girl in the Caribbean?
Well,
where have you been?
Yes. Oh no, it wasn't her. Who was it?
What?
Is it not Vina? Oh, maybe it was. Oh, I don't know. Still need vitamin C therapy. I can't remember who it was. Somebody sent me some yarn. Somebody bail me out here and let me know.
Alright, Wallace, that's great. You know, we got that one Predator Controlling the Homestead video you can check out if you need help. And Wallace, stay tuned because that homesteading trapping box will be ready soon. Like by the end of June. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're working on it.
What's up, Bob? Donna
I
Morris.
haven't seen her or not. No, that's not true. I've seen her recently.
Brooklyn Girl in the Caribbean.
Who sent me yarn?
She said, "What's up, darling?" Look, hey y'all, I got so tore up by fire ants the other day. My hands were so swollen. I had no choice but to take my wedding ring off. And I tried putting it on my pinky finger, and it turned purple too.
And the problem is he can't take any kind of over-the-counter antihistamine. So we're going to hit him up with some lavender when he gets done here, because I didn't want him to be sleepy on set. Please say hi to the girls.
Lone Wolf to Chunky Monkey and Goldilocks. Ms. D says hello. Ms. D says hello.
Hello.
Oh, nine chickens.
All right, Dutch. I'll try to give you a call as soon as we're done out of here. So Bourbon says she's worn out.
She's whooped. She spent 6 hours out in the garden.
Woo!
Whoa, I'm awake now.
Imagine that. They like to scream. I wonder where they get that from.
Okay. You're the Marine, not me.
Mm.
Y'all only have one.
Kids are so predictable. Ooh, I gotta show you guys something that we picked up today.
Power on. 1.
Lone Wolf Chunky Monkey.
Why are they so adorable to me?
What is your location?
I'm in the house over. I'm in the house watching the pizza over.
Well, could you just happen to just tear yourself away from watching the pizza cook and bring me the 2 new Beehive tools that we got today? Thank you.
Cheryl Anderson, that's a
That's on
name.
my way.
Quake Lake Homestead.
Video program not working on our end. Dropped by to say hello to y'all. So Quake Lake, we are caught up outside this evening.
Nice.
Quake Lake, I got your email about the self-addressed stamped envelope. I can't find it anywhere. So if you would do me a solid and send me your information, I will put your seeds in the mail on Monday. Oh.
Coming in there all crazy?
What?
Kind of crazy? Crazy. Crazy. Dork. Oh, do you have any videos about your beehive setup? Casey, not yet, but they are coming. They are coming. So
We did do some
we
videos.
did do some videos.
Yeah, we gotta
and
put it into.
put it up and in there. Okay, so when we went to go pick up our package of bees, if you guys remember last year, we got hit by the wax moths pretty hard. What's up, Bob? And we tried to clean them up. We cleaned them up as best we could and froze them. But when we went to looking at them,
I wasn't comfortable with.
we weren't quite comfortable with the teenage way of cleaning stuff.
Yes, and I wasn't about to put 3 not extremely strong. I mean, because they had just been split. So
Off-grid power. Hi from Utah. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Come in, stay a while. And
only 8 minutes late.
and so we went up to Carolina
Bee Company.
Bee Company. They are one of those type of shops that are stuck back, and bad thing is they're really not stuck back. They're right on the main drag, but they're in a little town you've never heard of before. And the fact that I wish I would have known about them years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Each staff member is like a walking set of encyclopedias,
right?
Just
when it comes
on
for bees.
Just on bees.
Right.
We had a good 30-minute conversation when we were up there about bees, about whether or not to use a queen excluder.
Well, and the thing is, we've been doing bees for almost 10 years, but we've never done a package of bees before.
Right.
We've always had wild swarms.
Or stuff we took out of
houses,
yeah.
Right. So this was something new for us, and so we want to err on the side of caution. And when we realize that, they do this every year. They sell packages of bees every year, so they know what they're talking about with this stuff. So
that's right.
Yeah,
Simply,
it's Josh's birthday.
That's right. Okay, so before you go, you know what we got to do.
La 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 la.
Me. A 1, a 2.
I'm not singing.
A 1. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Josh. Happy birthday to you.
You threw me off.
Welcome to 40, Josh. Welcome to the club.
You got there before me.
Welcome to where hair starts growing out of your ear and on your back.
Up there he is.
Welcome to when you roll out of bed in the morning and joints pop that you ain't never heard pop before, and all of a sudden it just feels a lot better.
Lynn, I don't think I did.
Welcome to the world of, God, those kids' music is so loud. That's not music. I'll show you some music. Yeah.
Lynn, I think I'm going to need you to resend it because I did not get your email. I need you to send it to bigbearfarms@hotmail.com because I did not get it.
But you know what? Josh is a lot like me. It's just a stupid number.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And,
I heard that.
So, happy birthday, brother. I wish I could be there with you. We could share a horn, not a glass, because we're men. A horn of mead.
No, Dr. Pepper.
A horn of mead together like men do.
Mm-hmm.
But, alright. Happy birthday, brother. Y'all go enjoy some time with your family and your wife. Watch a movie. You are dismissed, sir.
So anyway, what we were talking about, we went up there and we kind of bended their ears a little bit.
Amanda's right, and welcome to the world of, hey, get off my lawn. Stupid kid.
And
No respect. You children nowadays, you show no freaking respect.
basically, we drove up there, went and got this stuff that we had purchased before that wasn't
ready because they build the beehives
there.
Yeah. They build the frames and they use a beeswax frame with the little wires in them.
Beeswax foundation.
Frame. Yeah. So I was eyeballing this one hive tool
because we saw it.
Because I saw it on Sam's fiance's video.
Her Lee. Honeybee. No.
Help me, Kitty. What's that channel? What's their channel? I can't. It's the Honeybee Farm or
something.
Honey. Is it? Yeah, it's Honeybee Farm. Why can't I? Hello, somebody help me. But anyway, he used this hive bee tool, and it worked a whole lot better than the one I got.
A lot better.
And so I had my eyeballs on it, and I told Robin this today. I said, I'm buying
when we
it.
go up there, if it's not too ridiculously expensive, which I don't imagine it will be Honey Tree Farms. That's it.
And so I got that. And then I was watching his videos, and look, you guys, you want... Primetime TV has, all of these dramas like Melrose Place and Friends and what's that one you're watching right now?
Grey's Anatomy.
And Vampire Diaries. You want some real drama? Go watch the Honey Tree Farm video.
Oh, their video.
When they
got flooded.
Their beehives got flooded.
Yeah, that was pretty
rough.
rough.
Talk about a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Right there. But rough. I saw him use this, and I was like, I gotta have it. And I'm not one of those type of guys that when, somebody goes out and buys a GoPro, you go out and you buy a GoPro and a drone. It just, the way this, and mostly it was this part of it right here. The way he was able to go in there and move frames around, I was like, that was my face. I was like,
well, look, B-Lady said that hive tool looks amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally, it was like, he was just steadily talking. He just like, and then then, if that wasn't enough for the video, he pulled out this tool.
Which I've seen these before, but we've never
seen him in action.
Right.
And he was like, talk, doop, and pulled the frame out from the middle. The middle! He didn't take frames out from the other side. He was able to pull this out from the middle. Whoop! And the cool thing about it is he went, dunk, pulled it up, and was able to go just like this. And then put it back in with a steady hand. The reason why that, to me, right there, I think this tool was $14. Okay? When I went and did my last hive inspection, just because I picked them up on the side, like you see, everybody do. I picked it up on the side, right? But just because I was there holding it, I had about 5 or 6 bees sting me.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, I was wearing my suit and my gloves, so, I mean, I didn't get stung. They stung the glove. But a honeybee, when they sting you, they die. Okay? And when we're just establishing this hive and trying to get it strong,
right, we don't want,
that's 5 or 6 bees that are not there to help protect against small hive beetles and wax moths. What's
right.
up,
Hey,
paratrooper?
Palmetto, what's up?
And
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, see,
I knew before you.
everybody, I want everybody to take a second in the chat box, and congratulate Palmetto Paratrooper, because he is on his way, one child closer to being able to field a baseball team.
There we go.
Good job, sir.
So that honey tree farm is actually Sam's channel, not Lee's.
Well, Lee was the one in it.
Right. So anyway,
I hopefully will get to meet that man one day, because he looks like a wealth of knowledge when it comes to honeybees too. Mm-hmm. So then I'll have Bee Lady, our experience, and then his. But this was a super cool looking tube, and the fact that he was able to just go in there and grab it and pull it out, and he didn't do any damage to the wax or anything that was going on that frame.
And considering what we had happen with the bee, or with the queen cage, that would have been very helpful. Well,
I mean, it still would have ripped everything, but
right, but you would have been a little bit more controlled in your grab than,
So we purchased these things today, and when we went up there,
Honey Tree Bee Ranch is the name. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There it is.
But that Carolina.
How cool would it be to get all of these sprays immediately after? He's funny. I miss you, Palmetto. I'm so glad you're here.
That was funny.
That was funny. We really do. We miss you.
He'd jump off and be like, yep, that one counted.
And like, hands up, like, yeah, woo!
I just knocked you up. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, wait. There's different ones? Honey Tree Bee whatever. When Sam gets there, we will have to have her stream with one of us. Yeah, absolutely. New Mexico Nurse. That's a new one.
Hey, New Mexico Nurse. Thank you. It was sent all the way from Australia.
Wow. Lynn says, my dad was a beekeeper and could pick up a bee by its wings and strategically let it sting him on his arthritic knots. I've heard that that's supposed to be, that the venom is supposed to be good for arthritis.
Wow. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope.
Someone said, way to go, PP. And that thought... Okay, so you know that moment where you're reading out loud and you realize you really shouldn't have read out loud? Oh, Lordy. Alright, so anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was, my wife bought it for me, and Tam's Z hooked her up because she's out of Australia, and
Yeah, Jason had mentioned that he wanted one because his was misplaced.
It was stolen.
So anyway,
because when I went to Australia, I bought me one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like my absolute favorite hat in the world. And
yeah. So basically what happened is when we found out that Tammy was in Australia, it kind of brought back all of that, and he's like, man, I wish I could find a bushcraft hat. And so I kind of asked her, I said, hey,
That's all you said? So you were on the phone and you were like,
yeah.
so,
No,
hey.
actually it wasn't even that. It was through Skype, or not Skype, through Facebook chat. And I was like, hey, do you know of where you could, do you have access to finding one? And so I think we can get Hive tool online. Yes. I'm sure we can find it for you.
Yeah,
we could probably find a link for
we'll
it.
put that link in the description for these two tools. In the description for you. But that's what we did today.
That was part of what we did today.
Well, I wasn't going to tell him how you almost killed me.
Now, I already told you about how sensitive I am about that, and now you're going to make it a joke?
Well, we're still alive.
How about you praise me instead of, oh my hat came apart?
Oh, should have been using saddle soap. Hey, Michelle. Wow.
Mine left with the oldest son. Anyway.
So here is another example of why I won't talk to you when you're on the phone and driving. And if I find out you're texting me, messaging me, Facebooking me, anything, commenting on my videos while you're driving, you will get an earful from me. And here's a prime example. We were almost in an extremely serious car wreck this afternoon that we would have
totaled our car.
We would have totaled our car.
We probably would have killed the driver because the way that it was going, we were going to hit broadside right into her lap.
And if it wasn't for Robin's cat-like reflexes and the fact that the brakes on that Prius are pretty stinking good.
And we still have, our tires are still brand new.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But we probably lost a couple of thousands of miles on those tires.
But she just blew right through.
Right through a stop sign.
And it wasn't like she was going through an intersection. She had to turn. So she had to slow down to turn.
And once she realized she did it, she stopped. But she stopped dead in the middle of.
Well, it was like a hesitation. She didn't really stop. She just stopped for half a second and then decided she needed to go. But in that time frame, if I had not stopped, I don't want to think about my steering column would have been in my lap easy.
Oh yeah.
Because there's not much to the front of that car.
Yeah, we would have gotten beat up by the airbags and everything, but we probably would have rolled her little car.
It should, because it wasn't like we were going 20 miles an hour. It was a 45 mile an hour area, and so we were going 45.
And she was on the phone.
And I skipped. My tires screeched.
We left black marks.
Yeah, I put my brakes down into the floor. Like I told Jason, I said, I'm glad the floor is pretty sturdy because I'm almost sure I almost went through the floorboard. It was really bad.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, oh my God. Trophy husband almost dropped a running chainsaw on my head today. What was he doing?
Better question is, what were you doing? He almost dropped it on you.
So, yeah, Lorelai had a good point, too. She said, people do that walking. I don't move if they're headed towards me. It's scary. Yeah. Well, that happened to us. Something about in the parking lot the other day. When we were walking in the Walmart parking lot, and that lady just
on
had
the phone.
No clue that we were there.
And we stopped. We stopped because we seen her backing out of the parking spot. And she was steadily talking on the phone and just whipped it out.
If Jason hadn't have stepped back, she would have run over him.
And she backed out and she came right up and I slapped the side of her car.
He did. He was like,
boom, boom. And she stopped and froze and we walked up beside it and I said.
She's like, oh, I didn't see you.
And she's like, oh, I didn't see you. And I went, bloop.
I mean, come on, people.
It's just crazy.
But that was, that car thing today, it shook both of us up for a few minutes because...
So, with all that being said, please, stop. No more texting and driving, and no more talking on the phone and drive. Nobody is that important that you need to talk to
Jason,
them.
get your truck back. Look, if that's the case, we would have run over the car because it was a little sedan just like ours, but that was the thing.
We want every last one of you guys in this chat for a long, long time with us.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about somebody.
And it's bad enough that other people are out there doing it. Man, please.
That was, ugh.
Yeah. So,
and that's all I could think of was that we could have killed somebody. And it would have been our fault, but we could have killed someone today.
Would have got a new car.
But somebody would have, I mean, somebody's mom would have gotten a phone call. So, I mean, it shook me. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I need to stop thinking about it because it really could have been, it could have changed. I mean, it could have changed us forever today. It could have been bad.
I wouldn't have been the first person I killed.
So, no problem here. I don't have, that's who it is. Recycled Cottage is the one that sent. You're the one that sent me the yarn, right? I think maybe somebody did. Somebody help me here. I know who it was.
Don't nobody tell her. This is so much fun. Please, if you love me at all, don't tell her.
Anyway.
Don't tell
Yeah,
her.
it kind of freaked me out.
Yeah. So,
what was funny is I was telling Blaze about it when we went to Walmart, and he was like, and now you wonder why I didn't want to drive for so long. I was like, well, you know.
And so, let's see. So, let's talk about everything that we got done this week. And then I'm going to tell you guys about some decisions that we made. And we have a new slogan, motto. What do you want to call it for the channel?
Oh, you're going to use that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I always have people ask us, you know, and you always, like, when you're writing in your descriptions and stuff on your videos and on your channel description and stuff. Why is she calling? You can't do that. It won't let you do that.
Yeah.
Why? Why did she do that?
I don't know.
What are you making? I'm making a unicorn. I'm still working on making some cup koozies. And so I'm using up some yarn that was given to me because I'm doing different colors and stuff. But, so, no, it's not the scrubby yarn. This is just...
I know what she's doing.
What is she doing?
She's being funny.
Why?
Oh, that's funny, Mama.
What'd she do? Well, you gotta tell me what. You gotta let me behind the curtain. What?
No. That was between me and Mommy and everybody that was in her chat last night.
You did that to her?
About 7 times.
Why did you do that? What happened?
Right now she's like this.
Look, everybody's like, it wasn't me. Yes, it was Mama always.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Was that from last night's live? Yes,
Yeah.
apparently. Getting back at Jason.
That was a good one, Mama.
No, the scrubby yarn I bought. This is peaches and cream yarn.
Oh.
And I got a couple of things that I'm working on. That I'm working on for the conference. We're trying to build up our stores for the conference so that we have things to offer to people. You're tickled now. You done kicked his tickle box. Knocked it right out of the park. So,
Ooh, that was funny. Okay, so this week we got the pecan tree down.
Mm-hmm.
We got it cut up.
Mm-hmm.
We got we got it cut around the blueberries.
Mulch some of it.
We harvest some blueberries.
Well, by harvest, he means they ate them off the bush. See that face?
Just no love. And let's see, what else did we get done? We finished mulching the entire compost area.
Yes, and it looks really nice. We'll take some pictures of that, post it on Instagram.
And we now Sam's getting back at me.
Oh, they know how to get you. They do. They really do. It's funny.
And we
oh, whoa, why is he calling?
I don't know. Find out.
Hello. This is Robin.
Thanks, Palmetto. That's still harvesting. That was our one neighbor on the phone, and he doesn't call unless something's up. So that's why Robin took the phone call. Mama, you got me so tickled. The blackberries are in full bloom. Some of them are starting to turn to berries. It's like acidic. Yep. How do I turn the soil acidic for blueberries? Michelle Cutler asked, how does she turn her soil to acidic for the blueberries? Pine straw. Mulch the crap out of it with pine straw. Pine straw is extremely acidic, and it'll hook them up. Everything okay?
He's gonna hook you up with the dairy guy.
Okay. To do the bucket thing? Oh, okay.
They
cool.
really need help now. So like tomorrow help. So yeah. So we might all go down and maybe we can all help.
Yeah.
So anyway.
And
Lorelai, be safe.
Yep. Be safe, Lorelai. And what was I talking about? Pine straw. Yeah, pine straw. Okay, yeah.
Pine straw, yeah.
And,
pine needles.
And the blueberries.
Yes.
And we got some grass cut. We got stuff laid out.
Were you answering what she said?
What?
They were asking about the acid in the
Yes.
blueberry. So blueberry, okay.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
And
Hey Hope.
what's up, Goose? Today is Saturday. What did we do Monday? What all did we do Monday? Oh, we started mulching the compost area. We harvested our first bit of compost from our compost tumbler.
Yeah.
We planted more in raised beds. We got our herb garden completely in. We got the peanuts in. And now we're almost drifting right into maintenance for our garden.
Yes.
We're going to replant some corn when some chickens got in there. We're going to probably have to replant some okra because of the chickens that got in there.
I'm going to kill them.
And
they're going to be dinner.
We got about 2 more chicken coops that we're ready to put out. We're constantly putting eggs in incubators, in the incubator, and switching them out. Our turkey hatch rate is beyond pathetic.
Horrible.
So next year we're going to be purchasing
some more females
and a new male. I'm getting rid of the royal palm.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just it just could be that he could be old and she could be old because we bought him from the guy that was butchering our deer. I mean, did we buy him or did he give them to us?
No, we bought them.
Okay. And so we've had them for 2-3 years, you know, and she would make beautiful clutches, but then she'd never sit on it. And she'd make a beautiful nest. She wouldn't sit on the nest. She'd go sit in the corner.
Yep.
And so we started snatching them, putting them in the incubator, and this year it's just pathetic.
It just might be that, like you said, they might be just getting on, maybe. The fertility might just be...
Yeah. And so we're gonna go probably back to the Narragansett breed as much as close to the wild turkey as they look, but the ones that we had when we were in Grovetown in Augusta, she was a great mom. She took care of them, and she was a good nanny fowl too, because we gave her to Icebox Farms, and she fought a coon and lost an eye.
Yeah, she literally only had one eye.
Yeah, and they would put quail eggs under her,
Whatever.
chicken eggs under her, duck eggs, and she'd hatch them.
She'd hatch whatever, and she would let them follow.
Yeah, and
follow
she'd take care of them for a while.
Take care of them.
So we're probably going to go back.
Yes, pine needles and pine straw are the same thing. Yes.
Yep.
Did we see how good that? No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I watched it while you were out, and I was gonna get ready to ask how many people watched the Wholesome's Root.
Wholesome Roots
video from the Georgia Farmers Market Association, and they came and helped out. Looks like they had a great time.
It was Friday, right? They came out Friday.
Yeah. She said she was going to pass our information on to them, so I hope that they reach out to us and come to us, because they look like they just had a blast, and the people that were there, they looked like they were very eager to learn.
Ginger Rose says, my chicks are still in my sewing room at night. I made a chicken tractor to take them outside during the day and back in before dark. I have a cockerel in the bunch, and he's trying to crow at 5:45 in the morning.
Nice. So that's good to go. And let's see. So we got the compost area mulched. We got with pine straw, we are harvesting our own pine straw on the back in the wooded area of our homestead. So we've been riding out through the pastures, loading up the tractor, bringing it back, and we've got how many blueberry bushes?
Oh my! I don't even want to say. I think it's like 16 or something like that.
16, and so we got a lot of pine straw.
We bought I think it's 16.
Yeah. I got the area cut and ready to go for the Great Pumpkin Challenge. I'm going to be starting my pumpkin seeds here pretty soon. And they're going to be out in that area. And so we're going to bring you guys along with that. And I think I'm going to win. I'm going to tell you right now. Because and how do I know I'm going to win? Because at least I'm going to be the biggest pumpkin in the South, because I'm going to go to Daniel's house when we go to visit, and I'm going to pluck off all the flowers of his plant so he can't grow any pumpkins.
You're a cheater.
I don't care.
That's cheating.
It's all about winning. It's all about winning, baby.
No, that's cheating.
About winning. But he has the same opportunity to come up here and pluck off my flowers, whether he does it or not.
So people are going to start asking, what's the Great Pumpkin Challenge?
The Great
everybody's
Pumpkin Challenge. I think it started with Life in the Farmland or Road to Farm. One of those two channels started it last year, and they did it. Well, this year they kind to.
Do you need to seed start pumpkins?
Yes. Last year they had it, and I think it was just between those two. And but this year they kind of opened it up, and Go for Green jumped in, and I jumped in, and there might be some other people that have jumped in. But the prizes so far, Life in the Farmland is throwing in hats. Road to the Farm is throwing in T-shirts. Go for Green's throwing in T-shirts. I'm throwing in. I'm stepping it up. I'm stepping it up. I'm dropping. I'm making it real. I'm making it real. Okay.
Oh yeah.
No hat. No T-shirt. I just raised the ante. I said, you know what, boys? Bottle of mead. Boop, boop. I made it a bottle of mead.
Hello.
And so.
Hold on 1 second.
What?
This is the guy.
Control my calling back.
There you go.
Hello?
Okay, so things are always interesting here.
Hi, how are you?
Anyway,
Is this good enough?
we have an opportunity to make a little bit of extra income. There's a dairy right down the street from us, maybe about 3 or 4 miles away, and they need help. So the gentleman that took us to process our cow, you weren't going to just talk to him real quick?
No, I'm in the middle of my show.
I could talk.
Yeah, but you're not good at it. Just kidding.
I know you didn't just say that.
Jody!
But anyway, so he's needing some help with a bunch of, they had a huge influx of calves this year.
Good for him.
So cool. Anyway.
So, bottle of mead on the line.
Yep. Good old bottle of mead.
My only problem is I don't know how I'm going to ship it. I'm going to be lying through my teeth. You know how when you go to the post office, is there any liquid or breakable?
Oh, speaking of which,
Nope.
one of them's not in here. Green Gables isn't in here, but Kitty, you have a surprise package coming in the mail.
You didn't tell me about it.
I couldn't tell you about it. You'd have ratted me out. Is there anything in here that's liquid? Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. Not at all.
But, so that is going to be cool. So, Road to the, and I need to do a video on it, about it. You can go to Life in the Farmland, Road to the Farm, Go for Green, and just look up hashtag Great Pumpkin Challenge and watch the video. And if you want to join in, let them know. The deadline for your pumpkin measurements and weight is October the 15th. So
the same date as the conference. So we have to, or the day after.
The day after the conference.
Yeah.
Speaking of the conference. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. It's kind of in that area. My wife is sporting the Homesteader Conference, Homesteaders of America Conference t-shirt. On October the 14th, 2017, in Virginia, there's going to be the best homesteading conference this year. Guaranteed, hands down. Joe Salatin's going to be there. The lady from Fresh Eggs Daily is going to be there. There's going to be a lot of people
Doug and
there.
Stacy will be
Doug
there.
and Stacy are going to be there.
Alderman Farms. I mean,
Alderman
there's a lot
Farms
of-
going to be there.
If you go to homesteadersofamerica.com and check out it says 2017 conference, you'll be
You
able
totally
to see
ruined my name dropping thing.
it. Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, I was in the middle of like dropping names
Why would you do that?
because it's fun.
Oh, okay.
Name drop, name drop. But and we're going to be there, and we're going to be giving classes. We were just going to be doing demos, but a lot of people started asking questions about the trapping because we're doing trapping, and now we're going to be like
We're gonna do
like a thing, and so we're now giving.
I want to know about that, Doug. I'm curious. How do you do that?
Because he sits in the back and he waits
He
for
does.
us to say it.
It's like I'm not gonna say stalker because that's kind of mean, but I mean, really? Like, it's crazy.
I love how it makes
Like, as
your
soon
face
as-
turn red. Is every time it pops up, I catch a corner and you're like, vroom.
It's just funny to me because it's like we could be sitting here and never see him, and it's like Go for Green's the same way. He sits in the background and then you mention his name one time and all of a sudden, poof, there he is. Oops.
So
Anyway.
we're super excited about that.
Yes, very excited about that.
We went to try to book our hotel room, and they said that they were all booked up. And
What?
And I said, well, I know Doug and Stacy, and I said, so just put cots in their room. And so we're gonna be staying with them. They don't know it yet, but
Nice. Hey, Cab 7.
no,
B lady, no, I'm not teaching anything.
she's working the booth.
I'm gonna work the booth.
So it's gonna be fun.
Nope, just get this feeling when I click the show, and then you are saying my name. See, we have this, like, thing. That's cool. Anyway, so.
You just
And then today.
You just completely stepped in the weird zone.
Why?
I don't know, but you did. He has that app that scans the internet for anyone that says Doug and Stacy.
That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Where's the hummus? The what? Where's the hummus?
It's not out here.
It's not here. So anyway, and then so what else did you get done? Today was a crazy day. We went to the bookstore in Greenville.
Yeah.
Picked up a lot of books. Be looking for that video because I'm sure.
No.
Once we figure out which ones we like and which ones we're going to get book credit on.
So that was cool. And then we came home and we were hanging out, just doing a little odd and end chores before the show. And
the heavens open.
And you know what was really cool though is on our way up there to the bee shop.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Is it supposed to rain?
I said, is it supposed to rain? She's like, nah.
Well, what I said is the Weather Channel says there's only a 30 or 40% chance.
And I
However, that.
And I said, God, please, we could really use some rain.
Mm-hmm.
And so he
just before the show. Hence the reason.
Opened it up.
Yeah, because
I was like, thank you.
We had all of our chickens out in tractors,
mm-hmm.
and they're still young enough that we wanted to.
The meat birds are doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get an update video of that one out. The meat birds videos are up. So it's really, really cool. Oh, Bee Lady said she set up 3 more hives.
Well, and they're
today.
doing some study hives. Like they're
With
keeping
the plexiglass.
No, like they gave. I guess they're part of a study, and they're participating in a study. They have to keep all kinds of records and stuff with the hives that they got.
That's cool. Oh, you know who else has this hive tool?
Who?
Doug.
Really?
Yep.
Very cool.
Now, Doug, hopefully he's still in here. I don't know if you saw my question on that video where you got stung in the foot because you were just being super tough out there barefooted with your bees.
Oh.
Which was just, I don't know, crazy.
Well, maybe he has arthritis in his foot.
But he ain't got it now. But your tops, where'd you get those? Those are really cool looking.
What was it?
The tops of his beehive, not the inner cover, but the telescoping
cover. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are really cool.
I hadn't seen them. What is it? Is it the ones with the provides ventilation or just
no,
something different?
No, it just looks like it's differently made. Like maybe, I don't want to say out of fiberglass, but I mean they looked really sturdy.
Oh.
You know, and maybe it's because of in his area they do get a lot of snow.
Yes.
So maybe they got the got it for that. So if you're in here, man, could you either send me a message and tell me about those or what they look really, really sturdy. And it might be something that we need to invest in, not necessarily, well, obviously not because of snow, but we get a lot of rain. And,
we get some heavy rain.
You know, so that could really probably help us out that way. So
we went to the post office this morning. We sent off a lot of samples and
I was messing with Robin's one friend. She's sending Robin messages, and so I was on her phone, and you know how they always got those suggested words up there when you go to start putting them in. I was just getting ready to put Robin is in the post office, but it just, so I was like, you know what, this girl sends like 800,000 messages at a time, and they're all very confusing. And so I just started pushing it. It's like Robin went to email the duck about the chicken.
Well, I didn't tell you about this, but later I got a message from her. She's like, I think Jason got hacked. And I was like, what? She's like, I think Jason got hacked. I'm like, no, he didn't get hacked. He was messing with you all day. It was hilarious. She's like, oh, jeez. Like, well, maybe he'll stop messaging you. No, I'm kidding.
You know, so
It was just funny to watch.
This
She was totally confused.
Yeah, this is the time of year now where you go from go, trying to get everything in to go, because now you're slipping in from installing, doing this to maintenance. This is the time where you get your hay cuttings, where you are pulling weeds in gardens. This is your lull. You're in like the eye of the storm.
You're ready. You're
Right
getting
now.
ready. Hey, cases?
You know, because here on
Hey, wholesome roots.
when it comes out on the other side of this storm, it's going to be go with harvesting, preserving.
Preserving is going to be the nightmare.
All that. Wholesome Roots watched your video.
Jumping jacks. I forgot about that.
Awesome video. It looks like you guys had a wonderful
turnout,
and a wonderful time. So jealous.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
And so this is kind of like the
calm before the storm.
Calm before the storm again. You know, we're gonna have some really cool muscadine videos coming up soon because
I gotta get out there.
This year's muscadines are gonna the one bush that ever since we bought the place never produced. So we said, okay, this is the pollinator.
Yeah, we just thought it was a pollinator.
But this year, homeboy got more grape buds on him than any of the other ones. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see. Just been holding out on us.
Well, it may be that because he's the pollinator, that's what he's putting out to
I don't know.
pollinate. So we'll see.
Jason's beanie weenie casserole tonight.
Ginger, are you talking about grunt stew?
Yeah, the grunt stew. Yeah. But yeah, so we were talking, and I was talking to Blaze because we still have grape jam or jelly, whatever, from the last 2 harvests ago. And then we have all of the jam that we just made from this past year's harvest. And so I was talking to Blaze, and I said, so your dad and I were talking on the trip, and we decided that this year we're not making any jelly.
All gonna be the wine.
Because we have 20-something gallons of jelly. Pint jars going crazy. So, yeah, we're going to gather, and that's the thing. Here's the crazy thing. Even last year, with the drought and everything else, we still had enough to make all of that jelly and make Scuppernong wine. So between those two things, between those two, we still had plenty, and it was a rough year. We didn't have the harvest that we normally do. So I'm a little nervous about this year. So anybody that lives kind of close.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. Guys, be watching for either us to in a live stream or make a video. That if you're within a day's drive, we're going to get what we want to be able to make some wine, and then we're going to open it up. Give us $2 and come pick what you want.
And our blackberries have not started yet. I've seen plenty of flowers.
We got lots of flowers.
No blackberries yet for us.
Yeah.
But he was telling me that his wife was telling me that the other day.
Correction, we had one.
Oh, you ate it?
No.
Ladessa ate it.
No.
Carol ate it? No.
Well, what happened was when I was coming back from cutting the area over there on the other side of the pond. I came back, and out in the middle of the dam was this beautiful king snake that I wanted Carol Ann to get a picture of, and you'll find out why soon. But I wanted her to get a picture of, and so she was creeping up on it, and we did our best to get the picture, but it just didn't work out. And so she was on her way back, and she's like, "Oh, blackberries are getting close. Boop, see?"
Oh.
And I went, "Oh, you little turd." I'm like, So we went and bought more coffee today, and we bought the fair trade coffee, and I brought it in the house, and I'm like, you had a good week, so we're still supporting fair trade.
Yeah.
Have a bad week, and you go in to pick the beans.
Jason would probably spit on mine. No, he wouldn't.
I don't know.
Do a pick and pay. That's kind of what we'll do.
That's probably what we're going to do.
We'll do buckets, and, however much your bucket is, you get, whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Because I really don't want them to go to waste.
Well, because what happens is...
They're trained wholesome roots.
Yeah, what happens is if they start falling to the ground, they start attracting the wasps and the yellow jackets and...
Yeah. And it gets crazy over now.
Cool.
What?
Kim Flottam, the author of Backyard Beekeeper, which is one of my absolute favorite books, was at the bee club meeting today. That was so cool.
Oh, that was awesome.
Very neat. But yeah, so our muscadines, we tried last year letting the chickens run through and pick up the stuff that was on the bottom and the ducks and stuff. But
they were more interested in getting the yellow jackets and the wasps.
And the wasps, yeah. So, I mean, it kind of works, but then what ended up happening is the hawks came and got the chickens, and so then we had nothing to...
Yeah. So, that was also the Great Raptor Attack of 2016. So, be watching for that. Okay, we got a few minutes left. So, Robin and I have been talking since all of this stuff that has happened over the last, month and a half.
It's been longer than that, but yeah.
Whatever. Ever since the split, Robin and I have been talking. And so this is what we feel is best. Tell them our new motto, since you came up with it. A new motto, a new slogan. And we had
gotten into this. Well, how did we get out? Is that when Mr. Locke called, maybe? Anyway, so, yeah, one of the questions that we always get asked is, well, what do you do with your YouTube channel? Because when we tell people we're YouTube creators, they're like, well, what do you do? And usually we try to explain everything, and I got to thinking about it, and I was like, you want something that is quick, because you lose people's attention after a few seconds. They're like, wah, 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 wah. So... I was thinking, what we really try to do is reach people and bring them in and then teach them. And so I'm real funny with words. So I thought, well, basically what we do is we reach and teach. So that's pretty much what we're going to go with for right now. We just want to be able to reach out to people that need help with this stuff and be able to teach them what not to do in some cases and what to do in other cases.
Right. So we are going, not this week, but after the holiday weekend, because next weekend's the holiday weekend, we're going to start putting our videos back out. Now, I'm not going to do any more of the preparedness stuff because so many people, their channels are getting flagged because of them, because they're not advertiser friendly or family friendly or some of the other stuff that some of my friends' YouTube channels are getting hit with, that YouTube's basically trying to make those type of channels go away. And so we're going to be more creative in what the title is going to be. Maybe we just may be doing cooking with cast iron or something like that. But we're going to continue with the predator control on the homestead. We're going to continue with Robin's essential oil, making stuff with the essential oils.
We love you too, Palmetto. I am honest, very sincere when I say we've missed you. We really hope you keep coming back. I really like to see his joking and his good. He's in a good place right now, and I like to see that. So
we're going to keep sharing the homeschool science projects and the homeschool stuff with you guys, but we're going to start to incorporate more vlog style stuff. We're basically, when we're doing something, we're going to throw the camera up, record it for a little while, and then Robin and I will come talking about it a little bit. But it's going to be more, there's going to be a mixture of the vlogs, which is basically what's kind of going on with our life, what's going on the homestead, and then the teaching one. So we're going to be reaching and teaching. We're going to continue to do Insomnia Platoon for everybody that's out there that's involved with that. We will have Insomnia tonight.
Yep.
And to be honest with you guys, I got real tight with the reins with Insomnia. And I'm kind of going to take the bit out of the horse's mouth to a point. Okay? But it's time for Insomnia to get back to the laughs
what
and the
it
jokes.
used to be, yeah.
And what the whole reason why we
started it for the first
doing
place.
it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So there it is. We got beaten down the last
couple
months, and we, got robbed of our joy of teaching, and we have gotten to the place to where we're saying, you're not going to rob us.
Mm-mm. I love getting phone calls in the middle of the bookstore saying, I have this problem. What do I use?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And I want to personally thank Kitty, Mama Cat, Sam, Old Ways, New Times, Homesteading with the Cases, Amanda's Gardens, Lone Star.
Mm-hmm. Donna S has been very supportive as well. We've had a lot of emails come in. Woody the prepper, I think. He doesn't. You don't see him a lot in the chat, but he's usually here. Lone Star Living. Mm-hmm.
You guys have been a rock for us to be able to kind of fall back on, and for us to be able to catch our breath, and we appreciate that.
And you've allowed us to verbal vomit and just let it all out.
And I know she went to go lay down, but Hope.
That's another one. Suburban. I mean, there have been a bunch of you guys that have been very.
Hope's like my little Hope, Kitty, Amanda, Nicole. If
you try starting to name everybody, you'll forget someone.
Those are like my sisters. We're real close, and I'm starting to get that way with Mama Cat and Sam. Mama, I mean, you guys know.
Right, Mama. We call her Mama.
I call her Mama. So, Suburban, I cannot wait. We need to make that date to go to the farmer's market, and we need to make it soon. But you guys have really been a huge support system for us. You guys have, when we were like,
what's AFK?
2 tears in a bucket.
Yeah.
I make my money on my homestead. We tried to help. Forget you guys. The messages, the emails,
just the comments on some of the videos. Like, there are some of you guys that you religiously will go, and it may just be something as simple as thanks for taking the time to make this video or whatever. And those, I'm telling you guys, those are awesome. We love seeing those.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much. So after the holiday, be looking. And we're going to come out on fire. We're not quitting. We're not going away. We're going to come out. Our videos are going to show more of our personality. I'm not going to let myself slip into the NCO teaching mode. At least I'm going to do my best.
Well, we're going to try and do a lot of it together, because it seems to be that both of us work well together, and it helps to move the videos along, and it helps to pull out all the information. And we're going to get away from scripting, because we had scripted a bunch of stuff, had all the research written out so we could make sure, because the thing is, we wanted to make sure we didn't miss anything. And yes, we closed the drawers when we did the video, the first rollerball video, I think it was, And she had the eagle eye to see over my shoulder into the kitchen. The drawer for the silverware was just barely.
We're gonna pull some 6th Sense stuff out on you now. You should have never said anything. I'm gonna be panning one time, and the drawers are gonna all be closed, and I'm gonna pan back one fluid motion, and they're all gonna be open.
So Palmetto said, "There's nothing wrong with NCO teaching mode. It's effective." Yeah, it's effective, but some people would rather see, more fried squash. And that's one I've been trying to get him into, but.
No, fried squash is coming back.
We'll see. So we're going to get back to what happened, what we were doing before all this stuff kind of happened.
So if you've got little children, like Kitty, Squash Man is coming back. Yeah. I've been trying to hold out because I've been wanting to do squash again, but I've been trying to hold out until Dill Pickle got here.
Yeah.
But I don't know when that's going to happen. So. Fried squash is gonna come back. We may try to work something up where they shoot some footage and I'm able to do some fancy editing. I'll get Brian and them to help me.
I'm sure you can figure
do
it out.
Some fancy editing and stuff. So we are.
Mama Cat said, "I want to see it all." Wait, that sounded dirty.
Yep. So we're gonna start to go. We're gonna go back to when it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
What we were doing when it was fun.
Oh, Anita. Yes, I got to get back in the kitchen. I got it, guys. We'll get back to that, too.
Kitchen time's going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys, last night with Kitty's, I think it was in Kitty's hen house.
Mm-hmm.
It was a huge help.
Mm-hmm.
We love you guys. We appreciate that so much.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's coming. We're coming back with a vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
With a huge.
I hate to say it that way. Because it sounds.
We're coming back with a huge appetite to teach. So be looking for more kind of in-depth videos with, and I'm no longer caring how long these videos are. So if I put out a 30 or 45 minute video, guys, it's going to be slam full of information that I'm just not going to be there running my mouth.
Right.
It's going to be slap full of information. I don't care anymore. I'm not trying to fit into any little guideline of being under 10 minutes or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we're just going to roll with it.
I'm teaching on the subject. We're going to roll with it. And we are going to have fun.
That was fun. I love the video where you picked Robin up and ran off with her. That was the caveman, the drawings. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Your crew? Yep, you can shove anything into a pie crust and make something delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when you take that and tacos and mix them together, oh my goodness. Like, how do you not, how can that not be?
Yep. So, you guys be thinking about who you want to taco. We're bringing tacoing back.
Love you, Mama Cat.
So
you'll get the watch time, but don't quiz me on it.
we're gonna have an awesome time, guys, and
we hope you guys will be along for the ride.
Come along for the ride,
because it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun, and we've got some really cool giveaways planned for the future.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some really cool stuff to be able to knock it out of the park with fun wise. Our Saturday live stream is going to be nothing but fun. But I am more than likely, I was going to just do away with and this is one of the things I want to touch on. I was going to do away with the morning water break altogether and not do that live stream. But there was such an outreach about it. But what I'm going to do is, instead of making it
the morning water break,
I'm going to change it to the afternoon water break.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I'm doing the morning water break, I'm not eating my breakfast, and then I'm wolfing lunch, and I ended up because of my injury, I'm getting the hiccups, and I end up
Hey Steve, what's up, Professor?
Puking some of my stuff. So we are gonna move it to the afternoon in the heat of the day.
Love it, kitty.
So that way, and we're still gonna do it. We're gonna kind of do it maybe in a little vlog way. Maybe Mom can get involved with that live stream on her lunch break. So we're not in the garden with Big Bear still going to be going live.
Maybe we can try and do the phone and figure out a way to tripod it so that you can get it out further. Because we don't have data restrictions anymore. So you can, I mean, we can walk. Like if we start getting to where it's time, like when it's time to start harvesting stuff, you can take it out while you're walking around and looking at different things. That would be really cool.
Windswept Homestead, come back to us after American Homestead goes off, and you'll learn all about it. It is a blast. And
Clary Sage, what we've actually been doing that's worked phenomenally with Jason,
Peppermint.
Simply peppermint.
Peppermint.
Simply peppermint, that's all. Because, and his hiccups get so bad it makes him want to throw up.
I do throw up.
And he has started putting it right because you have a hernia like
yeah,
right in here.
Right in here. It's like you got your esophagus and then your GI tract. Well, mine just, it comes down and then like right about here goes whoop.
Yeah. So anyway, he
and stuff will get lodged in those pockets right in there.
So he puts it right on top of there, and of course it starts to smell, and then he just tents over, and you know, it helps a lot. So
yeah. So I think is tonight when Two Family follows us, or is it nobody that follows us?
I don't know. Got a meeting with the captain. Better save some from me.
So
give them the inside. Oh yeah. So
okay, that's good. Thank you, Lost Dude. For those that are kind of new in the chat, when you come to Insomnia, Insomnia Platoon was started based on insomnia. A lot of us vets and people that's been through some traumatic experiences, we have a hard time sleeping.
Or some people have diseases that make it hard for them to sleep at night, whatever.
So we started going live, and sometimes live streams would run 4, 5, 6 hours, where we were just in there cutting the fool. We were relaxing, and the laughter was healing. We started having people that were able to sleep 6 and 7 hours that haven't done that over a decade.
Pam, welcome.
So
hey, Jatan. So anyway.
And so we did that, and then it grew into a family.
Yes.
The people that are a part of Insomnia Platoon are hardcore family members. And we've been able to reach out through auctions and to be able to help other homesteaders when they've been in times of need or had accidents on their farms with unexpected medical bills and stuff like that. The hardcore people of this group are awesome.
They've got hearts bigger than anything I've ever seen. I'll tell you, this group gave and I really wasn't in the same place Jason was in, but gave you hope for humanity. So. So Wholesome Roots. Come back if you'd like.
Come back if you like at 10 o'clock.
Yes,
now,
Bob, we're on for tonight.
The chat does get a little unfamily friendly.
Yes, and Kitty did post that.
Yeah.
It can get a little... It's adults. They're all adults that are in there, so it's an adult conversation.
And sometimes people share traumas.
Right.
From whether it was from Iraq, Afghanistan, a car accident, stuff that happened in their childhood. And they get, those type of conversations do get graphic.
Tom Hunter said, don't think I can't find you through the interwebs if you mess with any of these people. That's exactly. It's all brothers. Yeah, no minors around. And we do it late, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, so that we try to. Now, I do realize it's getting to be the time of year when kids are out of school. So please make sure that you understand that this is not our normal Big Bear Homestead stuff. This is strictly for
And we're gonna get back in touch with Robin's uncle, who
We gotta
is
get in touch with
a
him.
licensed psychologist,
Mm-hmm.
to help come in once in a while just to be able to help us. Is the Army allowed to? Yes, all branches of service are allowed.
Yeah, we let everybody in.
You know, there's gonna be a lot of Army jokes. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well,
Because see what happens is Palmetto will start with a Marine joke, and then usually
Ricky Wallace comes
Professor
in.
Steve will start with one with his little
was good for us,
handing
wasn't he?
out peanuts,
Yeah.
and then Ricky Wallace will join in, and it's like two branches of service against me, and so but I handle it.
No, they are big girls blouse.
And and so. And so it's a great time. A lot of people loved election night when we did
and
election.
the New Year.
And the New Year.
We brought in the New Year together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, and sometimes even the Navy is allowed to drive.
So definitely if you were a member of the armed forces or a first responder, please come by.
We have a medic.
Air.
He does air support, or he did air support and medic, and I know Teresa was a EMT.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of people. Wonder if I could get. There's actually Wholesome Roots. A lot of people do that. I think Amanda's Garden does that. She listens on headphones.
Yeah.
But yeah, that it definitely does help. Now I'll tell you that sometimes we have pop-ups where it happens at on a Tuesday night or something. Some of them happen just because Jason can't sleep.
Yeah.
But we typically try to do one every Saturday night.
We used to try to go unlisted because of the drama.
But we're not.
I'm not doing.
That
I'm not
anymore.
going. We're going live and in color. Now. That's the way we started it. That's the way we're going to do it.
The only big rule that we want to make sure everybody is aware of is this is like Fight Club.
Yeah.
What happens in insomnia
stays
in insomnia. It doesn't. There's no screenshots of chats. There's no, emailing other people to talk about what was said. And
because you will get booted in bed.
Booted. We don't do that.
Because we find out about it. We had an individual that was taking screenshots and emailing people with it.
And causing trouble. We're not.
And they're banned.
You could tell we don't like drama. And we don't want that. And that's not fair to everybody else.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the only caveat is what happens in insomnia stays there. So.
Yeah. So. You guys, we're going to take a break. We're going to go eat some dinner, and we'll be back on in about an hour and a half for insomnia. You guys have a wonderful night.
Have a great rest of your weekend.
Have a great rest of the weekend for those that are not coming back. And remember, be kind to one another and do your part to help take care of this planet, because we only got one. Thanks, guys, and we will see you first thing. Well, no, Monday afternoon, and then Monday for Mama's Essential Oils class.
We're going to be doing stuff different. The clues, I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, because we're not doing a specific oil. We're going to be talking about a certain thing, so we'll see.
And what we might do is make clues to the critter and make you guys guess the critter.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful rest of the weekend. We love you. Thanks for everything.
Good night.
Toodles.